everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a YouTube video obviously on my GCSE results. So today is the 23rd of August and I got my results yesterday, and yeah, I'm just going to go through them. Basically, let me start. So I literally yesterday I got to school at 9 and I got, like, me and my friends, we were walking up to school and we felt so sick. It was unreal. Like, I was proper, like, about to be sick. That's how bad it sort of got me. So basically when I opened, the one that I was most nervous for was my maths, and that's just because the exams are really hard this year. Well, I found them hard. I did the higher paper, but, like, it was quite difficult with the maths. And with all the other subjects, like science, if I take science for instance, the chemistry I found ridiculously difficult. I mean, I found chemistry hard anyway, but, like, the exam was, like, ridiculously hard. I mean, some people found it okay, but I just didn't. The physics was okay. It was just a bit like, I'm kind of using common sense. And biology I found the best, but most people didn't find that one the best. But anyway, you know. And then obviously I've got my other subjects as well, like my English, my literature. I mean, it was okay, the literature questions, but the poems I was so upset with. And obviously you get different boards with different exams. So we did, I don't know what board we did, but anyway, I'll get into it. So for my maths, I actually got a 4, which is a C, because obviously they've got the new grade boundaries this year. Well, not this year, so it started last year, I think. So I got a 4, which is it's like a low C, or like a C, I don't know. I think it's like a middle, this is C, so, like, I passed. So, like, I kind of just, like, cried when I found that out. I was, like, so happy because I was so convinced that I was going to fail. So yeah. So I got a 4 in maths. In English language, I got a 4. Which, again, okay, right, I am upset with my English language because I thought I did pretty well in it. I mean, that is a 4 and it is a pass, but I did get upset because I was thinking I was a bit like my story was so good, but obviously, like, my examiner hated it. Like, if you're watching this, I hate you. My my literature. Are you ready for this? I got a 6, which is a B, and I'm like, I was in shock. I was like, literature, as in like Macbeth, Christmas Carol in Spectacles, poems, unseen poetry, all of that. I got a B, and I'm like, with my RE, I got a 6, which I was extremely happy about. I was extremely happy, but in my heart I was expecting a 7. Like, those were those exams, the RE exams that I did, they were so good. Like, I've never done an RE exam like that. Anyway, in my music, I am so upset with, because I know that I shouldn't be really upset with my grades, especially because I did pass them. But in my music, I got a 6, which I am, if anyone knows me, I am a musician. I play the flute. I've just passed my grade 8 flute, which is the last grade you do before diploma. I passed that with a merit, and I was like 8 marks off a distinction. Yeah, so basically, I mean, I was quite upset with that, like, because obviously, especially that's basically, I know I don't want to go into that, as I want to go into, like, NHS and do paramedics, but that was the sort of subject that I was really hoping for an A in. But anyway, combined science, you get 2 grades for this. So I got a 5.5, which I was really happy about, because I was thinking I was going to be like a 4.5 or a 4.4, which I would have been happy with, because it was just chemistry. Chemistry was horrific. Obviously, biology brought me up with that, I think. So I was extremely happy with that. Like, I was like, oh my god, I've done it. I've passed science. Media, so with my IT, I did the exam in year 10. So in my actual exam, I got a pass. And then with coursework and stuff, I brought it up to a merit. So I got a merit in media. And in art, again, I was a little bit upset with. I got a 6. I was told throughout the year that I was going to get 7. Geography, I was so happy with. I can't even tell you how happy I was when I found out that I got a 5, which is, I know some people like got like 9s this year, but I couldn't give a crap because like geography for me, we were pushed around quite a lot in year 10 with like loads of different teachers. A teacher didn't come into school, we had another teacher who left, and then we had cover for like 3 months. I mean, my book, I had like a book of like all the covers that I'd had throughout that year, so I knew how many hours I'd missed and how many hours I needed to catch up on, and like what lessons I'd missed and stuff. And this year was like, I struggled so much with geography. Like, I didn't enjoy human, but physical I love. So yeah, so those are my results. There's 3, obviously my English language, RE, music. Oh no, there's 4. Language, RE, music and art I was a little bit upset with, but art I'm not too fussed about because it's art and it's whatever you draw. But I did a 3D piece which I was so happy with, and my like camera that I'll try and insert like a little picture here of it, but like I did like a camera and I did it on sticks, and this camera was like a grade 7. Like I got like, basically in the exam I did it again, hated it, so I put that in my coursework and used the one that I put that was in my coursework on my final piece. But yeah, so like overall I've passed all of my exams, so like I'm really happy about that. So advice wise to any year 10s out there, or people who are like stressing about like their exams coming up this year or to years to come, or to do like just like a random test throughout the week, like don't, for mocks for me in like year 10 going into year 11, I stressed so much about doing exams in mocks, because I was thinking, oh no, I'm gonna fail it. Once I fail it, this shows exactly what's gonna happen in GCSEs. Honestly, they don't mean anything, because me and my friends can definitely agree with this. Like, we stressed so much more on our mocks than we did in our actual exams. Like, we came out the first actual exam and we were like, that wasn't as bad as what I thought. Don't worry about mocks. Like, if you revise for it, that's fine. Obviously you'll get what you revise for, and if you don't revise, then prepare to be upset with a grade that you didn't prepare for. So I mean, I personally, if you're going into year 10 now, start revising, because I so wish I could go back into year 10, tell myself revise now, because I didn't have anything on my walls until like mid-year 11. With revising and stuff, obviously everybody works differently, but we at my school, we had got given like a revision pack of how different ways to revise. So we had flashcards, we had posters, you've got like all the general stuff, but then you've also got online lessons. I don't know what her name is, I can't remember what her name is, but she's a really good like before exam, she goes through literally the whole course in like an hour. I'll leave her name down below because she's so like literally the most amazing. Like, I literally watched all of her videos. So personally, I actually found looking up songs that people have made for like Macbeth, like there was like Man's Not Hot Macbeth version, so it's Macbeth's Not Hot, so like they did like all the quotes and stuff within that songs. I just found my ways that, like, especially with songs, as I said, I'm musical, so like if I just sing a song in my head and go, right, so there was that physics song to do with the electromagnetic wave system, I learned that song. It is the funniest song I've ever like actually listened to. I would say look at songs, definitely, and especially for maths and English and stuff, like, and science, like those core subjects, you'll definitely find songs for. And if you're worried about like mocks and you're worried about just random tests, they don't mean anything. Do not go off your target grade. I had a target grade of a 3.82. What does that even mean? So yeah, don't worry about mocks. That's like my main thing. Like, if you're stressing about doing them, if you're stressing about revising or something, you've always got your friends, you've got school, you've got your parents. If you don't want to speak to any of them, then you can like speak to people online on YouTube videos and see how they're feeling. Do you know what I mean? So like, or to speak to someone that you know that's done GCSEs, and we've all done it differently. Some people might find it harder than others. I mean, I found mine difficult. I know some of my friends, they found, I mean, everyone finds an exam difficult, but like I know some of my friends were like, oh my god, that was the worst exam I've ever done in my life, but I found it easy. I found it easier. So like my biology paper my paper 1, everyone found so difficult, but I came out and I was like, that was all right. Why is everybody finding this so difficult? And then I felt like I was like, oh my god, I've done so bad, but obviously I haven't compared to my grades. So yeah, you have to take that into consideration, but also you've got to make time to like, you got to have time to yourself, so you can't go full on revision for like months and months straight. But don't cram it in, because if you think you can learn a course in one night, you can't. Do you know what I mean? So get all the help you can get. Honestly, yes, okay, it's a mistake, but go to the Saturday schools, go to the revision sessions, go at lunchtimes, go ask any questions that you need to ask. So like, just try not to stress. It's really easy for me to say now. I went with my friends out and we were looking at notes and stuff. They came over here and we did some revisions, you know what I mean? So it's not like you're alone in the situation. Everyone's doing it. Speak to your friends, have a day that you literally just go, right, I'm revising tonight. That's it. That's what I'm doing. And I did that, but don't write pages and pages like this, full pages of notes, because you'll never read through them. Like, do like question and answers like on flashcards, do different colours, and especially with poems and stuff. I highlighted every single page in this poetry book, the poetry anthology book. I highlighted every page in a different highlighter colour, so then when I came to revise for it, I'd be like, right, the green page. Don't go away from this video and do like tons and tons of revision. Just take it easy, take it at your own pace, listen to music. I also, here's a good one, if you listen to music whilst you're revising, don't listen to songs you know. Like, I love obviously Little Mix, as you can tell. I did not listen to Little Mix when I revised. I listened to classical music, which, yes, okay, it can be quite embarrassing, but I didn't know the tune of the music, so I was like, right, it's quite relaxing, quite calming. Obviously there's no words, so you can't sing along, and you're just writing along and you sort of go into your own little world. So when I was doing like my English essays of like just quickly writing something out, okay, that's how I've got to structure, I've got to structure it like this. But then I had that little thing, because I can't work in absolute silence, so like I had that little bit of classical music just in the background just to write to, and it gives you sort of pace as well. So like, yeah, just like put some classical music or put some like a beat on in the background, so you just like, do you know what I mean, put some, just don't put songs on that you know. I just feel like that is like the level where you go from distracted to really distracted. And also put your phone away. Do not go on your phone, because you honestly will not go off it all. Yeah, so that was my GCSE result video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that everyone else in year 11 this year got the results that they wanted, and they can get into their sixth form course or college course or apprenticeships. So yeah, I hope you've done all really well, and I hope that next year's GCSEs go really well. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave your comments down below what I should do next. See you in a bit.